It's showtime. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Light Show Mid Penn. Before we get started here, I'd like to come up with a little bit of housekeeping. For those of you that are returning viewers and watching the show, you might recognize a lot of the questions as redundant. However, we'd like to keep the same questions for all our participants because we track them, and then that gives us an indication whether we need to remove or add questions into the interview. Appreciate that. This is Bill, your host, along with Jen, who is producing tonight's Friday Night Light Show Mid Penn, broadcasting live deep within our studio in an undisclosed location. This interview is part of our summer series where we interview high school football players leading up to and through the end of the season. Today's show is for Luke. Please feel free to ask questions down in the chat box below, and we'll try to get to all of them. Our guest today is Luke Shaffer. He is in the class of 2024 at Northern Lebanon High School, located in PIAA District 3. He wears jersey number 8, plays linebacker, tight end, and he also is a long snapper. He has a 3.8 GPA. Welcome, Luke.
Welcome. Thank you for having me on here.
So before we jump right into football, let's start with some easy rapid fire questions. Apple or Android?
Definitely Apple.
Oh, favorite meal?
Steak and rice. It's different.
Is How about fast food?
I like In and Out, like the West Coast.
Yeah, they seem to taste a little bit better for some
Yeah.
reason. How about your favorite actor?
I don't really watch movies that often, but I do watch and listen to podcasts. I do like Marty Smith.
How about a type of car?
Corvette.
Vacation?
I'd go to Sanibel Island down in Florida.
All right, how about music?
Rap music.
Nice. Well, thanks, Luke. Those were some good answers to warm up with. So let's dive right on into the interview. Do you have any siblings?
I have a brother and sister. My brother's in college and my sister is in 8th grade.
They play any sports?
My brother played soccer in high school. My sister is currently playing soccer and basketball.
Okay. So when the family all gets together for like a holiday and you guys are out throwing the football or shooting hoops, whatever, is it competitive between everybody?
Yeah, it can get pretty competitive at times, but not all the time. Depends the circumstance.
So what would your favorite subject be in high school? Why?
I really enjoy chemistry, and I believe that I like it so much is I like mixing chemicals hands on and just like reactions that come from it.
Eh, So what would be your least favorite subject and why?
I don't really enjoy English class that much because I did not like writing or reading.
How about hobbies that you may enjoy?
I enjoy fishing, hunting, anything really outdoors, and any really sport you could think of.
Eh, Who are your favorite sport athletes?
I loved watching Luke Kuechly when he played for the Panthers before he retired. He was a great person to watch, especially because he played the same position as me.
Would you consider yourself a team leader?
I would consider myself a team leader. I push my teammates to be better every day, and I help them when they need help on the field.
Well, that segues right into my next question for you: is if a younger player would blow a play, how would you handle that?
I would come up to them and let them know that just put that play behind them and basically help them if they don't understand what they're doing or like give them some knowledge on like how to like do it a little bit better.
Great answer, young man. A lot of guys would say they'd go over there, yell and scream at him, and hit him up alongside the head and stuff. So uh, better to be than tough love. The way you're going at it. So great job. Did you play youth football when you were younger?
I did. I started when I was 7 years old, and I played defensive end and a little bit of offensive lineman.
At what age do you start?
7
Se-
years old.
Okay, that's a good age to start.
Yeah, happy that I started.
Yeah, I bet your parents are too. I mean, that got you where you are today, right?
Definitely, yes.
Viewers, help Luke get a free Friday Night Light show t-shirt. He gets 5 likes, 5 shares, and 5 subscribers. We'll send him one of our t-shirts, and we would love for him to get one and boast about his show here. Results will be placed on our Twitter, which is at FNLSMP. Have you always been a tight end, linebacker, and long snapper?
I only started long snapping last year, but I played linebacker and like outside linebacker like my pretty much my whole life. But I used to play offensive tackle and center when I was a lot smaller. Yes,
Now, the long snapper, that's a special talent. I mean, how's that work out for you?
pretty good. I actually enjoy it a lot, especially on punts because I could go down and cover, like release right off the line.
Right.
But I do enjoy it.
That's awesome. It's a tough position. No way I could have done that back when I was. So as you move into this season, how did you prepare? How did youth football prepare you for today?
Probably taught me the fundamentals, the things that every football player should know, and it also taught me like work with my teammates to succeed at a common goal, which is winning the game.
I think that's a good answer. So back when I played, we only had VHS tape. You know what that is? It's a VCR, but it was a
Kind
VHS. The tape. That's all we had to record our games on, and then our study was on Sundays. Today's
yeah.
age is more technical with digital use by either the school or a third party live streaming. Does the team get instant access after the game?
Yes, they do. Our coach usually posts it right after the game, usually pretty late at night or the next morning.
Do you think that that helps you improve?
I think it does. Yes, it helps me learn from my mistakes and like watch how I played. And it's a lot different from like what I see through my vision and like what like a bird's eye view would look of the play.
Right. So, Luke, besides watching film, what is your routine like during the school week?
Uh, Practice basically. Go to practice every single day and probably stretching a lot, stay loose.
On game day, what gets you fired up in that locker room?
Definitely the music or like my teammates hyping each other up.
You're not one of them guys that jump into each other and bang heads or anything like that, are you?
No, I'm more of a quiet, just sit there and listen, soak it all in type guy.
You're about in the upper 90 percentile because a lot of people say they'd like to be quiet and they'll listen to the music, but there's not like the running into the wall or slamming shoulder pads or stuff like that.
No.
Mentality is one of the most important aspects of the game. So, what does warrior mode look like for you?
Like I'd probably just sitting there, soaking it all in, listening to the music, watching my other teammates go crazy.
So, beyond a winning season, what does success look like for you this year?
Probably all league tackling leader or making all league like accolades.
Nice. For everyone viewing the show, don't forget down below at the chat box, you can ask a question and we'll get them to Luke. In your opinion, who is your biggest opponent?
Probably myself because I'm like pretty hard on myself when I play.
Okay. The other side of that ball then is what is your best memory of playing football?
When we beat Lebanon 27-0, we shut them out.
Who would you say your biggest role model is?
Definitely my father.
So we're going to switch this around a little bit. Who is your biggest fan and why?
I would also say my father, but just probably my whole family in general.
What's your most embarrassing sports moment?
Um, Probably the playoff game against Wyomissing when we got pretty destroyed by them. I didn't really have the best game either.
Yeah, I coached midget football, and we were getting blown out like crazy from the team, and they were driving down on us again to put another score on us, and then I ran out and told them, "I say, hey, Mama said there'd be days like this. Now, forget the scoreboard, concentrate here and now. Fire up and get out there, and don't let them in our scoreboard or in their end zone because this is our house." The tide turned a little bit, and they didn't get in. So,
That's good.
yeah. What would you say your greatest weakness is?
Probably myself also, like being hard on myself.
All right. How about telling us what your greatest strength would be?
I definitely say my greatest strength is my work ethic or my leadership, pushing my teammates to be better and myself to be better every day.
So, one final question for you. Looking ahead, you know what you'll be doing after high school?
I definitely want to play college football and attend the Naval Academy, but
That's a good goal right there.
yeah,
I was down at the Big 33, and there was a great handful of people that went to Army and Navy. I didn't see any Air Force, Marines. Well, I guess Navy would be the Marines part of it. So my producer gave me a look. What's going on? Ask
His
it out loud.
Luke's cousin Grayson is doing a big giveaway at 20.
Uh oh. You hear that?
yeah.
Wow. So thanks, Luke, for coming on our show today and giving us a chance to see the man that you are. Everyone out there, remember that if Luke gets 5 hits, shares, and subscription, he gets a T-shirt.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming along the show.
Sure.
Luke, from everyone here at the Friday Night Light Show, Mid Penn, we wish you good blessings upon you as you move into this season.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you next time.
See ya.